interactive, and at the end of it, we can probably tell you how we're going to solve this. Thank you.
Sure. Let's start with our presentation for the day, which is a very fun activity-based walkthrough. So everyone be ready with your mobile phones to scan the code or at least put in the code so that you can start with the activities along with us. If you are joining from your mobile, that's completely fine. If you are from your laptop, you can get your mobiles and be ready.
Yeah, I'm just sharing the presentation so that you all can see it, and we will start with the session accordingly.
Meanwhile, if anyone would like to, have 1 or 2 line introduction in the chat box, most welcome.
Yeah, or we'll go to the session and, that is the first activity in itself. I wanted to know a little bit about all of you and where are you from. Can you all see my screen? Let me start with that. Can you do a thumbs up?
Yes. Can you all see the screen? I think I can see the screen. If you can see the screen, you can just give us a thumbs up.
Okay.
So yes, it's perfectly visible.
Okay, great. So moving ahead. So today what we are here to discuss is every single one of us have a kitchen at home, I'm sure. Either you plan things or somebody at your home plans all of these things. And what we're trying to break down is we've kept about 6 odd sections to understand different phases, different issues around our own kitchen, try to understand what every one of you have pain points in. And then finally, we'll go on to what solution we think we've sort of, created to understand how excited or how interesting it will be to solve your everyday problems. So that's what we're trying to do. We're not going to pitch or we're not going to start telling you about a product immediately because we want to truly understand how you all feel about your regular kitchen. But before that, before we jump in, would love to know your name. Just scan the QR code. You'll be inside the specific system, and you can just start typing. Let me know if you have any issues in terms of, getting through that.
Okay, so Gulam was
Great, Gulam,
amazing.
Great. Others would love for you to be.
Please scan the QR. The QR है screen पे, आप उसे scan कर लीजिए so that you can be involved in the exercises throughout the session. So just take your smartphone and scan it, and you can just in the first question put in your name. That will be visible on the screen, but आपकी कोई भी answers will not be recorded or it will not be traced back to you. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yes, and your name will not be there. It will just be an anonymous fun exercise.
And secondly, if you don't have a smartphone, it's okay. Laptop mein aap ho, just go to menti.com. A code hai. There is a code on top of the screen. Just use that code and you can still enter the name, right? So we have at least 2, Gulam and Ratindra. Rest of you, happy for you to be a participant later on. We can move on to the next slides. We have a lot of things to cover.
Sure, let's move.
Yeah. So the next thing is we would love to know where you're all from, right? Which part of the city, which part of India are you all logging from? It would be lovely to understand that so that we get more understanding on the diaspora of the team here.
So आप लोग कहाँ से हैं? कहाँ से आज join कर रहे हैं इस session को?
Please.
Nice. Okay, Mumbai. Great. Welcome. Noida. Okay. Major cities. Bangalore?
We are from Bangalore.
You are from Bangalore. Great. Bengaluru. Okay. Nikhil, are you able to scan the QR? You can just scan the QR on the screen and you can just enter, so activities will go on the screen. And there will be anonymization of answers. So nobody will be able to trace which answer is from whom. But it will be a very fun activity to see what others are thinking. Right? So please scan the QR code. Jinko bhi abhi tak, those who have not scanned, please scan the QR code and let's get involved. So yeah, Mumbai, Noida, Bengaluru. Yes. Okay. You can type in the chat box also. That's completely fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Moving forward.
Yes. Let's move forward. I think people will start, take some time to join in. That, please. Yeah, let's just set the agenda.
So just to check before we go ahead, is there a problem in scanning? Because a lot of it is questions on the screen. So happy for you guys to write it in chat as well, so that we can like get an idea. Because most of it is going to be these sort of interactive questions. So in case you're facing an issue, uh, don't bother. Just put it into the chat.
Alright. So we have our first answer on what food could you eat every day? Biscuit. Great. Anybody else? What is the food which you could eat every single day? Doesn't matter.
Let's get some regional favorites coming through.
Every day, okay. What is something you can eat every day? What is something
They
you
say
eat
you
every
can
day?
also you can also please respond. Great, fresh cooked home food, absolutely, and rasam. I love it. So
Great, thanks, Nikla.
So, Ridhima and Team Visey, please, you also feel free to answer. This is very interactive. I think this is very core to how we want to think about the problem and to understand if all of you have the same thing. Do not worry about trying to get data out of it or anything. If you feel happy, just chat away here. We don't need to worry about these questions. Questions are here just for help.
Yes,
Great.
I have put my response. Milk. Chuck.
Nice.
Okay.
Chakla. Very
Nice.
nice.
Thanks for the participation, Yash. Keep the answers coming.
Any non-vegetarian
Yes.
options?
Yes, Tushar.
I was just asking the cohort if there's any non-veg lovers here.
Okay. Yes, please tell. What is the food you can eat every day? ऐसा कौन सा खाना है आप रोज खा रहे हो? What is that is your favorite food, right? Or that is something you don't get bored of. Okay. Johnny says chawal, dal. Okay. Chawal, dal. Anything else? Please participate, guys. Let's keep it interactive. All of you, just there will be some, fun revelations out of this. So just dahi. Okay. Okay. Options are increasing one by one. Just put in beans. Yash says beans. Okay. All of you, rest. बताइए, don't need to think too much. You can just put in one option, then you can put in more. Salad. Okay. There are two Yash. Okay.
Okay, maybe we'll just go ahead. That's fine. Let's get into the next set of things.
Mm-hmm.
Biryani, rice, and sprouts. So these are some of the other suggestions which has come in, right? So let's get into what the kitchen rages. We have all seen road rages, we've all seen other rages, but what the kitchen rages, what every day आपको क्या problem होता है? So maybe before that, on the chat window, can you message what languages are you guys comfortable with?
Huh. What language
That
are
will
you
be the
comfortable with?
so that we can get maximum out of the session.
हिंदी, इंग्लिश, रीजनल लैंग्वेज. आपको कौन सी
Yeah,
लैंग्वेज समझ आती है? इंग्लिश, हिंदी, बोथ. ओके, निखिला. शिवानी, भूमि, यश, रतेंद्र. You can also tell. English में continue करें. Should be include Hindi and English both. Either works. Hindi. Okay. Okay. Anyone who doesn't understand Hindi at all, English will be there. Definitely. Don't worry. Both works. Both works. Okay. English, Hindi. Okay. Mridula. English, Hindi, both. So I think we can do it
Okay,
mix of
okay.
Hindi and English, so that
Okay,
both the
works.
type of audiences feel comfortable.
Okay, okay, great. So moving on. Now, this is a short video. Just tell me you can hear what this is. Can you hear the audio? Ridhima, were you able to hear the audio?
Not yet. Not yet.
Now?
No. 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 Actually, it's moving, but it's audio. Mm-hmm. हम captions पढ़ सकते हैं. or Maggie. Okay.
So maybe I will just transcribe. I don't know why the audio is not coming, but what essentially this shows is a daily regular routine of, planning, right? Uh, you start thinking about what you want to cook, and then you realize some ingredients are missing, and then you'll have to run to the store or buy in Swiggy, Zomato, and then you keep ordering, right? By that time, if you have a cook, the cook will be like, "Arey, late ho raha hai, mujhe kuch karna hai," and all of that. So it's a regular routine, at least for me, for Tushar, when we were discussing the problem statement, this was prime and center one of our problem areas, right? And that's where we thought this is a solution which we would be happy to spend some time on figuring things out, right? So going to the next set of questions in this, can you tell me what frustrates you most in the kitchen? Is that something, what to cook as a question, or, what is there in your fridge or pantry trying to recollect, or food going waste, or shopping list, and creating orders, etc.? What sort of frustrates you when you're in the kitchen? And assuming some of you are helpers in the kitchen and not the main decision maker, what typically you think your decision makers struggle with in these four aspects? Can you talk through that? I mean, you can unmute and talk as well, or you can scan in your
Yes, guys.
answers.
Feel free to unmute also. आपको कुछ बोलना है तो आप unmute कर सकते हैं. So if you want to share something you don't agree, or you say that you are going to the fridge regularly during the days you're stressed reliever just to check what is there, you can just say that also.
Okay, food waste. So somebody has just said food waste is top priority. Great. Then anybody else? Mom asking for what to cook. Great. Yeah, we have some responses as well. Great. So food going waste seems to be top and center. And then shopping list, and then what to cook and what is there in the fridge or pantry. Okay, interesting. And yeah, people are putting in so that you can see the responses. See, it'll be fun if you try and put it there, because the kind of responses you can see and interact, you'll know what others are thinking as well. If you can put in there, it'll be great. Okay.
Okay, guys, just put your, rank. What is the most frustrating thing in the kitchen? Shopping list, what to cook, food going waste, or what is there in your fridge or pantry? Somebody says cutting the onion. That is definitely one of the frustrating things. You have to choose from the four options, but thanks for adding it.
Or is there a fifth option which we missed?
Is there a fifth
Yes.
option that frustrates you the most in your kitchen? I think for me, if I can think of something, just want to add it. Others also feel free. मुझे लगता है कि वहाँ पे किचन में खड़े होके जब बहुत गर्मी होती है वहाँ पे खाना बनाना, it's another level of sacrifice that our mothers have been doing for so long, and some fathers also do that. But that is one of the most frustrating things. Okay, after cooking, cleaning up the kitchen. That is the frustrating thing, that आपने खाना बना लिया, खा लिया, but now there's a backlog कि अब खाना साफ कौन करेगा, साफ सफाई कौन करेगा. Okay.
Unfortunately, उसमें tech help नहीं कर सकता अभी तक, but try करेंगे.
Cleaning robots maybe.
No, snap it and other things, and call people pronto and then get it done, right? So usually, how many people do you cook dinner for at home? This is an easy question, guys. 3. So one of you have said 3.
Okay, others जिन्होंने अभी तक ज्वाइन नहीं किया, they can just scan the code, or you can just go to menti.com and ये code आप डाल दीजिएगा. You will be able to join in the activities, or else you can unmute yourself, or else you can put it in the chat box. So just share your experiences or whatever you agree, disagree with. So how many of you are there for dinner at home generally? 1, 2, 3, 4, or more than 4? So 1 is for 3. 8. Okay.
I cook
7.
for 6 people.
1.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, this is Shilpi. So I cook for 6 people every day.
6 people. Wow, great. Shilpi, we should have a one-on-one, please. Would love to understand your feedback on this. On what problems you must be facing. I mean, 6 people, different decisions, different preferences. So you must have a lot of.
Yes. So like usually I am into a joint family. So like I have to manage my work and the kitchen itself. Yes, along with me there are family members also who do assist me in this like day-to-day activity. But
Okay.
what I feel is the homework that needs to be done to be like proactive in the kitchen, use less of your time in cooking is जो तैयारी हम कहते हैं,
Mhm. The
the
pre-prep work.
the pre-prep work for the cooking. So usually I do it in the nights for the morning cook.
Mhm.
Like this, like I'm managing. And for the grocery, I maintain a habit of, keeping a stock. So like I'm never out of stock of any of the ingredients. Usually I order 2 packets every time.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
once like one packet is finished and I'm filling up the jar, I maintain a calendar in my kitchen. So this is like going stock up. So we need to stock up this very thing. So every Saturday is a list where like I need to fill up the grocery. So every day I don't blink it.
Wow, Shilpi, you're like a real North Star because I kid you not, this is a perennial problem for me. I'm speaking for myself, right?
Okay.
It's Swiggy, Zepto, and not just from me. I have, my spouse, and then there's a father-in-law,
Okay.
two from multiple places on the same day. I mean, it's embarrassing, but
No, actually, like I used to do it before. Like it used to happen like thrice a day, twice a day. Like we are blanketing. Like ये नहीं है अच्छा मंगवा लो, ये नहीं है अच्छा मंगवा लो. But then like later on when I calculated, no, it was like a sheer wastage of 1,000, 2,000 rupees was just on the delivery fee that we have paid. And that was just because like
yes.
yeah, that was just because the stock was not there, or like we were not aware कि पोहा खत्म हो गया है या दाल खत्म हो गई है. So then like me and my mother-in-law, we worked out into that. And now what we do is that we always keep a separate stock. Ki fine, if like our daily consumption is of like monthly consumption is of like 1 kg poha, we used to keep like 1 plus ½ kg extra. कि वो ½ kg यूज हो जाता है तो फिर आप तुरंत 1 किलो पहले ही मंगवा लो. आप वेट मत करो उसके लिए कि बिल्कुल एम्प्टी हो जाए और तब आप मंगवाओ. तो उस टाइम पे ही इम्पल्सिव शॉपिंग होती है हमारी, लाइक ज्यादातर ब्लिंकिट वाली. So this like we are practicing and this is working out for us.
No, that's lovely because that's one of the use cases what we are trying to, come up with. Like, for example, you cook for 6, maybe others, if anybody has any, such interesting tidbits, would love to understand because see, I can see now somebody has sweet, taste, diabetic, protein, across multiple, preferences, and you're cooking for 6 people. The kind of management you need to do across different set of people is like quite high, and trying to understand whether you have everything in stock, unlike for example Shilpi, who's like great at figuring things out, right now how she explained. I think it's a great problem for at least people like me where the stocking has gone really bad, but would love for others also to chip in, right? Any other experiences which we could understand or learn from in terms of managing your kitchen while we move on to the next set of things? Anyone else?
Yes, guys, come on. I think Shilpi, thank you so much. आप working women हैं and you are cooking for 6 people at home. That is like an achievement in itself. But I am sure बहुत लोग कर रहे हैं ये चीज. And the struggle is real. But आपने जो figure out किया कि blinkit करने में बार-बार बहुत सारा amount चला जाता है extra for delivery charges.
Yeah.
Because you want to order one thing and then delivery charges will apply. So you add on and add on more and more items.
Right.
Correct. So I think many of us relate with that. And और भी कोई है जिसका अपना kitchen experience. I think किसी का cloud kitchen है यहाँ पे हमारे जिन्होंने आज join किया है. So what is it with cloud kitchen? How do you guys manage every inventory that you're keeping? या आप लोगों को क्या इश्यूज आते हैं? तो आप लोग शेयर कीजिए, या कोई सिंगल, आई थिंक स्टूडेंट्स ने भी रजिस्टर किया है, कोई नई जगह पे मूव इन हुआ है एंड दे वांटेड टू लर्न हाउ टू एक्चुअली मैनेज देयर how to manage it. Bachelors. So
Yeah, I'd love to understand who are these people. Please tell me so that we can, learn from you all.
बताइए कि आपका आपका क्या स्ट्रगल है, आपका क्या स्टोरी है? तो जैसे शिल्पी जी ने बताया हमें, या somebody unmuted I think. Yes, anyone who wants to go, anyone, आप बता सकते हैं कि अभी आपका क्या सिचुएशन है किचन के साथ, कैसे आपका रहता है, व्हाट आर योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज और व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू अचीव राइट नाउ, अगर आप नए नए कहीं पे मूव आउट किए हैं तो. सो if I share my story, basically I was living in a hostel. So thing is that hostel का खाना तो आपको पता ही है कि किस टाइप का होता है, how is it, how good and tasty it is. So the thing that happens in hostel is either it goes in two ways. Either people end up ordering and wasting much amount of money and sacrifice their health for the other canteens in the college arena. They will just go out every day if you're too much picky in eating, or else you will get nutritional deficiency if you're eating every day in the mess, and you have to rush from everywhere to just reach the hostel mess on time, so that that food window does not close. And they rarely have any variety. They will cook something that will be like very easy to chop, like potatoes and everything. They will never put that effort in cooking for a lot of people that your mom or your dad or somebody at the home will do. So I think at a big restaurant that happens. They will choose the vegetable which is the most easiest and fastest to prepare. That doesn't involve any cooking, chopping at all. So that is their kitchen management thing. That just order potatoes and just order curry and just prepare something and just serve the kids. So
Nice. Thanks, Riddhi. Thanks for that. Anyone else?
Would like to share? Please chip in whenever you feel like.
Yeah. Or put in on the chat. Yeah. We can move ahead. Right. So Meera's 4 p.m. story. Now, I just wanted to give you a tidbit of, what typical, irritation point for me started at through a video ad. Right. We'll just quickly look at it and then you let me know. Oh, I hope the audio is audible. Can you hear?
Yes, yes.
No.
Okay.
I think no, that there is no sound. And in starting, there was some,
Can you hear now?
thing no for me.
No.
Well, now?
No.
You have to,
No, the voice is not coming.
well, just click the share button
Share where?
below under the PPT, the arrow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
No. This is what.
Okay.
I think you have to on the sound button for the presentation also.
Yeah.
Then only it will be audible for all of us.
Sorry, guys, just a minute. Unless somebody wants to share anecdotes, just give us a second. I can go to the
Not problem. Not a problem at all. Happens all the time.
Go to that screen. Oh,
Okay.
Go to the Google screen.
So while they figure out the audio part, guys, आप कोई आप अपना बताना चाहेगा कि अभी आप किस current situation में हैं and how you are basically managing your meal planning? Because I'm sure a lot of us are gym bros here, and you are likely considering a protein diet, seeing all the content these days, maybe. So is there some kind of new recipes you're trying for this protein diet? How is it going for you? कैसे चल रहा है आपके लिए? आप कैसे प्लान कर रहे हैं? आप कैसे मम्मी को मना रहे हैं कि वो आपके लिए अलग से खाना बनाए रोज for the protein rich diet. And I think nowadays this is coming like you should not eat this, you should not eat that. And it's also coming for the Indian everyday diet, है ना? तो इसमें आप ऐसे प्रोटीन रिच बनाइए, ऐसे बनाइए. तो किसी का ऐसा कोई स्टोरी है तो यू कैन शेयर. Yes, your screen is visible now, Aishwarya.
And also,
Yeah,
Ritu,
can you see? Can you hear me now?
idea about our audience की कितने लोग यहाँ पे working professionals है और कितने लोग college going या students है?
It's come.
According to the registrations that we had got 4 to 5 students, and others were professionals or homeowners or
Interesting.
some restaurant businesses also. Cloud
Interesting.
kitchens.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Okay, can you guys, no, it's not coming.
Yes, your screen is visible. Aishwarya.
Okay. Can you hear?
No,
No, I think still it is not now.
I think it's not one of them. Let's just,
So you can just share with us directly the story.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's just move on. I don't think so. We should waste time on this, unfortunately.
it's okay. आप
Just
बता
try
दीजिए
once
उसमें क्या
more.
था? What was there in that content?
So the essentially what the typical problem of every day, right? When 5 p.m. comes, it's a personal hassle, right? My cook calls me. I have a cook in my house, and the question which she asks me is, Didi, aaj kya banana hai? It's a very simple question, but itna load hota hai usme because you need to then plan based on different dietary restrictions. You should know what you have in the fridge because your cook will not know. She goes to multiple houses, and then you also need to plan based on if you have health tracking, calories, etc. Ki kya karna, right? And I would literally, this has happened many times where I would be in a very important meeting and the cook calls. Of course, unko apna kaam khatam karna hai. It's for my house only she's preparing, but I don't work out of house. So I'm not there when she, needs to go and do all of the cooking. So the biggest problem statement was to think and tell the cook ki aaj kya banana hai, and secondly, what recipe she needs to follow, and thirdly, what ingredients she needs or doesn't need, and then stocking up, right? While Shilpi has been amazing in sort of figuring out a way with her mother-in-law, it's been the bane of my life to figure out, what needs to happen. Every day at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. when the call comes from my cook as to what needs to be the plan for tonight, tomorrow, every single meal, every single day. So that's something where I personally have had, a lot of trouble. Would love to understand from this group, any such experiences. Do you all have a cook? Let's start there. If not a cook, what are those things or pain points when you plan a meal, which, irritates you quite a lot? Would love to understand from this team. I mean, I'll also share if you want to just put in your comments on the same link. Happy for that, but would love for you to actually, talk to us.
Yes, guys, please unmute and share. So Miss Aishwarya just asked like some kind of a problem that she had faced or she observed. उन्होंने देखा कि जब 5 बजे उनकी कॉल करती है तो what happens, right? She doesn't know what's in the fridge. आज क्या बनाना है? And sometimes she's in an important meeting. So guys, do you have a cook at your home? Or
If you don't even have a cook, that's fine. But how do you decide what to cook for today? What's your go-to strategy? I'm curious to
Hello.
understand. Yeah.
Whatever vegetables are
Yes.
available, we cook with that.
And this is something where you plan while getting the vegetables, or every single day it's just something, okay, I have this, and then you take it up and cook.
Based on the ingredients and mood of the family.
Okay. And do you have a cook or do you cook yourself?
Myself only, I wish I had a cook.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I cook myself only.
Okay, you cook yourself. Great. And you, I'm sure, have your own recipes at that, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, this is Dr. Babilat Asraf from
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
hi,
Odisha,
tell.
Bhubaneswar. Actually, I am 62 years old
Okay.
and I have a full-fledged family. And every now
Okay.
and then we expect guests from our
Mm-hmm.
company, from our colleagues, ex-colleagues,
Mm-hmm.
our
Mm-hmm.
students, relatives,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody
Mm-hmm.
for medical purpose, somebody for business purpose,
Mm-hmm.
somebody for some educational institutions. Every now and then
Mm-hmm.
we are expecting guests, and
Okay.
I cook inside my house self. I don't have a cook.
Okay. Okay.
And I got retired from government service last year,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
during that also in the administrative and teaching profession, I was there the principal, being the principal of an autonomous college. From morning to evening, I have to be in the college. And
Mhm.
early morning, my duty is to check
Mm.
for how many people I have to cook. Then
Mhm.
I sort out. Then what for breakfast, what for lunch, and I self cook. This habit has become with me when my in-laws, they were not preferring the cook because they were looking for caste, looking for cleanliness. He will touch our kitchens, touch his drinking water, food. So I could not to get make them satisfied. I have avoided the cook, and since
Got
then
it.
I have the practice. And every morning now also after retirement, when I have started this giant as co-founder of this startup, I have also the same practice I am continuing, that whenever my children are telling that have a cook, I say no, I want to cook myself, because with love and affection for my mother, what I shall cook, for my son, what I shall cook, or what how to maintain the hygiene, and also the nutrients, micro as well as the micronutrients, how I have to maintain, I look at them. So sprouts I keep, the vegetables I see, then accordingly I decide how much of bajra to be mixed with roti, mixed with atta, and how much of ragi I have to mix with. This is my decision. Whenever I prepare for dosa, how much of millets and how much of the main cereals I shall mix up, or any item I do. Every day I find some innovations inside me, whether it may be accepted by my children and family members or not, I don't know, but expecting that they will love that, then I cook. And as it is hygienic and healthy, all also accept that, all are working. So all make it easy that as per their choice they are getting the food. May not be of their choice, because sometimes some vegetables children don't like, all family members don't like, but still then, as looking at their taste, some alternatives are also I am preparing, so that everybody will be comfortable. The disliked items also, they will be consumed in small quantities, and others which are liked by them will be consumed in a higher quantity.
Yeah.
So whenever I also make the puja, there also the prasad I prepare, the fruits or the dry fruits whichever I am taking every day. That is also on changing basis I am taking. In the morning I am also providing lemon water for somebody, the lemongrass and some kada, somebody sometimes tulsi leaves with ginger and honey. So every now and then and every day, sometimes the bell leaf, that hard apple, that is uh, what you tell in
Bell,
Odia, it
bell
is
fal.
called, yeah, बेल फल बेल्ला बोलते हैं उड़िया में।
Uh-huh.
वो भी, उसका पत्ता भी देते हैं, समटाइम्स तुलसी का पत्ता, समटाइम्स कुछ ना कुछ हम नीम का पत्ते, सब हमारा डाइट्स में हम सब कुछ डे वाइज हम लेते हैं, और रैंडमली हम देते हैं बच्चों को जैसे कि ऑल फैमिली मेंबर्स विल गेट ऑल hygienic things
So
daily.
that is exactly what we are trying to capture, but in a digital way, because not everybody can be like you, Babilataji, if I'm pronouncing it
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah, correct.
Amazing. We personally, for me, I would love to give, like how you said, micronutrients, isme ye hai, wo hai, all of that understood, and make a complete planned meal for my child. But
Yeah.
Every day morning when I get up, I cook for them for their, breakfast and lunch. I cook myself as well. But trying to, plan that meal which is rich in nutrients after knowing whether the ingredients are there, honestly, that's not my cup of tea. So exactly what you are doing manually, mentally, is what
Yeah.
we're trying to figure out if there is a way where digitally on the phone, everything can be tracked and done. Is that something where, there is value to people across all ages in this, fast-paced world where food is becoming something of, something you just have to get done and you don't know what you're actually consuming, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go on to the next session where I would love to know, what's there in your kitchen. You can see the three samples of a fridge. I know under which, fridge sample I fall under, but would love to understand what this, group feels like it. Is it the first one? Okay, A, B, C. Mine is mostly on the C, unfortunately. Okay, B, B, great. Okay, anybody else? Anybody has a fourth option which I've not thought about on the fridge? Because all of us have, buy stuff. We sometimes we forget what is expiring. We don't know what's hidden behind the fridge. So we've all faced this trouble, right? Moving onwards. Is
Also,
there any?
Nicola ji wanted to share something, I think.
Yeah,
So please
please.
take her question. Please do take her experience also.
Yeah, please feel free to say.
Yeah, Miss Nicola, you also wanted to say something, right?
Yeah, in fact, I unmuted. Um, so, see, the challenge I faced was my husband was concentrating on a protein-rich diet, and my daughter that time was less than 3 years. So, the problem was for me and my daughter, I had to prepare a separate breakfast, separate lunch, and separate dinner, and for him, it would be a separate meal entirely. So, even planning for the quantities, she being a kid, her quantity is less. So whatever is left over, I end up, ultimately consuming whatever is left over from this portion also and from that portion also. So because he was very strict on also the portions which he takes, when we are cooking, sometimes thoda idhar udhar ho jata hai. Not necessarily if you need one bowl, it is exactly one bowl. When it comes to something like a curry or a rajma, right? So that was specifically my challenge. But then, as time passed, my daughter is a little grown up now, so I'm able to balance that. But there might be people who still fit into this category. So I just wanted to talk about that.
No, that's very, very useful. And one more question to you. Would you struggle trying to understand what meals to prepare because you have dietary restrictions from your husband and you have restrictions of your kid as well? So trying to balance and figure out what to do, what not to do based on all of the preferences. Was that a challenge as well?
No, that was not because the diet which he was following, they would readily give us a diet chart as to they would give us options, as in you can prepare these things for breakfast, these things for lunch, and these things for dinner. So they would spread it out. But the problem what I face is what would I give to him for a child, that may not suit very much.
So
And it is our basic intent that whatever we have consumed being a child, we would prefer giving that to our child. Which me being a South Indian is usually a rice and rasam kind of a diet or a rice and sambar kind of a.
correct. Mm.
Now, being an elderly person, he is able to adjust to that, but then I cannot expect my kid to adjust to that. In fact, it is a
Correct.
it is a challenging part for me itself to adjust. So how can I expect my kid to adjust to that, right?
Okay.
So yeah,
Correct. So one question which is not on your screen, do all of you know exactly what is there in stock inside at this point of time? Do you exactly know what stock you have? I know a couple of people have already said that they're on top of that, but just curious about the rest of you. Um,
For example, do you end up having wastage? Like, do vegetables in the fridge get spoiled? Does curd get spoiled? Like, what is that, or are you able to sort of use most of it in time?
use most of it in time, aware of what is there at home.
okay. Okay. Cool. Anybody else?
Actually, what happens when different people from my family are going outside and coming, and they are bringing something on, they are finding on the way, and they are keeping inside the fridge. It it may not be known to me, and also what I am bringing also not known to my other family members. So sometimes before, in the morning, before starting the kitchen work, I open the fridge and check what are there and what to be cooked first and then what. Because today I found that so much of green leafy vegetables are there, which are brought from one of my relatives land. So they were in plenty, and I have to sort out that because it was already 3 days. So I have to sort that out in the afternoon when I was free. And sometimes I find that some vegetables I have cleared in the morning, that may damage tomorrow, because it is already 2 days that this vegetable has been to our house. So we have to find out what are there in the morning and what to be cooked first, looking at the health, hygiene, and the nutrients also. So with that we have to plan, because whenever the family members are going outside, they randomly bring the vegetables which they like and they found in the roadside or any marketplace or any of the rural areas they are going. So whenever they are start beginning the cooking work, then we have to first see that what are there, and we have to check the fridge first. Then we have to sort out what to prepare and which one to be prepared first and then next. And whenever we are balancing among the kids and the senior citizens and also the elderly people inside the house, then we have to find out what they like and they like, because so many items we cannot cook every day for everyone. That's why we have to say that if brinjal will be added, then how the brinjal will be added there, because two of my kids don't like brinjals, and how that will be added. So that way we have to adjust. So adjustment is one of the most important things. So looking at the situation, we have to adjust. Thank you so much.
Cool. No, thank you, thank you. So do you think it will help if, there was something which told you exactly what is there in your kitchen, what is going to expire, and what you can make out of it based on all of your family members' preferences? Would that be something of interest to you? Babilata madam, specifically I'm asking you because you started this topic, but would love to understand if that's something which
Yeah,
resonates with you.
when I found that there's family members are all are working, so they are going outside and bringing some fruits and vegetables of their choice or whatever they found, even they like, or to get some time. That's all are working. That's why we are not having any specific time to go to the market and bring the vegetables or bring the groceries. So what happens? We some things we bring, some things by online also we order. So whatever they are. So I am not the only one who is ordering or who is bringing
Perfect.
the thing.
Perfect. Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. So household. So how we are thinking about it is a household problem. Kitchen is a household thing, not a
yeah.
personal
So
thing, not for you, not for me.
every morning we
Correct.
have to sort out what is there inside
Correct.
the fridge.
So imagine you take a photo of the fridge, right? And then it knows exactly what is there within the fridge. And based on that, it already knows your family members' preferences. I think you mentioned cook for 8 people. Is that correct? 8 or 6. Right? So for all of the people in your house, the preferences would have been captured. 2 people, 2 kids don't like brinjal. They, the app will know that as well. So if let's say it knows everything, it also knows when things are going to expire because we have built models around it to, for it to be able to predict. What we're trying to do is democratize the ability to cook whatever you want with the right calorie, with the right intent, and with the right preference built in to your everyday cooking needs. So that's essentially what we're trying to
I
do.
want to add
So
something here. Yeah.
yeah, please.
Like there are sauce and oregano and chili flakes packets that come all the time. आप जब बाहर से order करते हो तो उनकी expiry पता करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. And especially उस पे इतना छोटा-छोटा mentioned होता है and you never know कि वो कब आए और कब expire हो गए. So वो चीज होती है कि एक साल पुराने expired भी आपके उसमें होते हैं packets. And then my mom tells me to look through it. I can't read this properly. You just check कि expire तो नहीं हो गया है.
Yeah. Exactly.
Expired ही होते हैं इसमें. जो बाहर से
See,
पैकेट्स वगैरह आते हैं छोटे-छोटे.
agreed. So Riddhi, there we have a solution for it. If you are painstaking about logging it in, right? That is coming to user preference, right? If you are able to capture every single photo of whatever you purchase, for example, right? I don't know, most of the consumers may not be that diligent, but if you're diligent about tracking what's there in your pantry, like the small packets, the small, shelf life of different things, like your garam masala, which is there sitting in your dabba, for
Mhm.
God knows how long, but then piche, you get the expiry date. If you're able to take
Mhm.
a photo of it, the app will track everything. But the usual typical user will not take that pain to do much of this. So what
Definitely.
we have figured out is, digitize most of this on their own, because we have ways to, get the data to, sit within the app so that it
Mhm.
becomes a hands-free approach. But if you want to track stuff like this, you can do that as well. So that's how we
Okay.
at least,
Okay.
think about this
Yeah.
problem. Yeah.
God.
No,
So,
I want to share something that
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
for the masalas, for the packets, what you have told,
Mhm.
every weekly or fortnightly, whenever my daughter is free or my daughter-in-law is free, I am telling that please check these things. I keep them in front of their seat and say that when I find them free, then I say that please check which one to be kept and which one is expiring or which one is not. They are also engaged and they are recommending that this to be thrown out, this to be thrown out, and this is to be used as much as possible, as quick as possible. They provide the information to me, and accordingly I keep them.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So I shared exactly same thing. So my mother does it with me. जैसे Babila
Yeah.
she is doing.
Yeah.
Great. Then I should speak to the daughter-in-laws and you, Ridhima, because what if an app can do all of that? Can that, be completely digitized for them to be able to get to the next level? I just want to
Correct.
be mindful of the time as well.
Correct.
Let me just stop sharing. There's just 9 minutes. All of you
Mhm.
joined on time, so I want to respect that. We'll just
Mhm.
directly go to what we think our, solution is, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what more we can sort of, talk through. So maybe you
Sure,
can
sure,
just
sure, sure.
quickly talk about Kai. I'm bringing that video out because it's not working.
So
You
guys,
can just talk
I just
about
had
Kai
a
and I'll
question.
just.
Do you guys, even after it's very Indian thing, I don't know आप में से कितने लोग करते होंगे, but do you guys really take all the food items expiry seriously, or you are just like ये चीज तो ऐसे लिखने के लिए होती है but it never expires really, so just use it. So
No, we take it seriously because all the younger generations in my family, they check out and immediately they say that it can be used. It should not be used. Immediately we throw them out. Whenever regarding expiry, we are very particular.
yes, that should be the thing actually. It the consistency and nutritional value वगैरह change हो जाती है. But there are some philosophies की ये तो इसमें तो लिखने का होता है, but ये चीजें थोड़ी ना एक्सपायर होती हैं. ये तो जितनी पुरानी होती है उतनी अच्छी होती है.
जब
Something like
हम मसाला जब हम घर में प्रिपेयर करते हैं
that.
तब उसका कोई एक्सपायरी नहीं होता है, लेकिन वी हैव टू मेक इट क्लियर दैट as soon as
Hmm.
possible we should not prepare lot of masalas or
Hmm.
ingredients in our house so that it will be kept for months.
Hmm.
For 15 days or 20 days like that we can keep them, because otherwise once they will be kept for a long time, then it may
Hmm.
be some types of um, what that is told, that will be um, some somewhat some smells may come, or
Hmm.
sometimes they may be also tight with themselves, so that we have to break them, and also we have to sow them in the open air for sunlight, like that we may have to do that occasionally. So we should avoid that for keeping for a long time whenever we are preparing something inside the house. For example, rice powder we are preparing in our house, some
Hmm.
masala we are preparing inside the house, then I avoid them to keep them for a longer period. Otherwise, they will be attacked by some insects or
Hmm.
some कीड़ा बोलते हैं ना, छोटा छोटा लग जाते हैं, इसीलिए उसे अवॉइड करने के लिए हमें कम दिन के लिए ही बनाना है, जो जो कुछ घर में बनाते हैं। और क्योंकि इसमें एक्सपायरी डेट नहीं लिखा होता है, बाहर से जब खरीदते हैं एक्सपायरी डेट लिखा हुआ होता है।
Correct.
Cool.
Correct. वो
So,
चीज.
Riddhi, I do
Yes.
have the video here.
Sure.
I'll just play it so that it's a quick synopsis of what our product does, and then we can just have a quick conversation and close. Yeah. So this is essentially what we are building. We've been, sorry, could you hear? Could you see it, guys?
Yes, we could see it. Actually, the audio was not there, but हमने देखा video.
Yeah, it's okay. Audio, nothing. I mean, it's just music. So without the music, you have to look through. But yeah, so the concept is essentially what everyday tracking of food and ingredients can do, and how everything and anything food can be brought in within the same app, so that all your decisions, starting with what is there in my fridge, what is there in my pantry, what is going to get expired, what to track, what are the preferences of my family members, everything would be available within the app. And you have AI-based meal suggestions and language moderating in terms of how or what to cook, what fancy things can you cook, and not the same old, dal chawal. Maybe we can eat that every single day, I'm sure, but maybe once a week, something else, something new from all the ingredients you have at home. And plus, of course, if you need to order stuff, then making and pre-planning your meals and ordering, in a more conscious manner. Like I think Shilpi mentioned, like how she plans it along with her mother-in-law. The app helps you plan to sort of get to that level, which A, saves a lot of mental trouble, B, saves a lot of money because you're not constantly ordering every other day from different sources. You're pooling up your order. And C, essentially trying new things based on the AI. Tushar, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, just if the video was not clear, we're effectively trying to do three or four main things through this particular app. Instead of guessing, instead of thinking of what you have in your kitchen, in your fridge, the app wants to download. And if you're mostly ordering on these online apps, then it will automatically screen your emails and figure out what you have ordered and what is there in your kitchen. If you don't do that, you have the option to manually voice input it or just scan your orders, and it will set up what you have today. Going forward, with what you have through AI, it will suggest things to make. For example, in your household, if it's a large household, there are two or three elderly people, some have diabetes, some have a cholesterol issue, there is a young child, there is a protein requirement. Through AI, the engine will give you meal suggestions that will help you change from a routine food that you would be making for example, every week, to multiple choices. For example, just to give a small example, if there is a vegetable dish that is made in Orissa, which is not well known to people in Rajasthan, that uses the same vegetables without compromising on a religious or a caste or any sort of issue, then you will get that particular suggestion. So it will help you create diversity in what you provide to your family members. So AI-based meal suggestion. The third thing that it does is, a lot of us don't cook. While a lot of us do cook, a lot of us have help, and we have added a vernacular function wherein you can send recipes, you can send your AI mail suggestions to the people who cook on their phone, and so that they are involved in this particular process of cooking and they are involved in this app. And the fourth thing is, assuming your kitchen has these ingredients, the AI has suggested, the cook is about to cook, and they say there are three things that are not available. You don't need to get out of the app. The app integrates all of these delivery apps that are there, Swiggy, Instamart, Blinkit, and you can order through them while you're within this particular app journey itself. So right from having your items to deciding what you should be making to helping you order, all of this is within your phone now. So assuming you're in office, you're on the way, you're stuck in traffic, you can manage this in an offline digital manner. And the third thing, of course, what it does, or the fourth thing that it does, is it tracks wastage. So assuming you're getting up or you're just about to go to school, there's no sleep, there's no milk left. It will tell you your milk is out, you're out of tea, you're out of sugar, order it, or your eggs are getting over in 2 days. So it sort of brings in all of these items together and ensures that you can manage your meals as per and effectively give healthy meals to your family in a timely and efficient manner. So that's what we're trying to do.
Nikhila ji, and welcome Naresh ji to the session. And Nikhila ji, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, is there a trial version of the app available?
So we are launching it mid-July. So we would love for you to send us if you would like to be a part of the beta users. And then the hard launch will be sometime in August.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
I've
and
shared
we
the
are,
session. Yes.
go ahead, Ritu. Sorry.
Yeah, I've shared the session link and I've shared a Calendly link also. अगर आपको personally connect करना है founders के साथ, you can do it through the Google Calendar link. And also there is a session link. हमने WhatsApp का एक group बनाया है जहाँ पे founders रहेंगे and आप उनसे interact कर सकते हैं personally जाके. So you can just join the group. मैंने chat में ही link डाली हुई है. So you will get all the updates there. And अगर
Thank you,
आपको ये
Ridhima and team. It was lovely for you to coordinate, and all of you, thank you for spending your Friday evening, 1 hour. I know it's a important, crucial hour for most of you. Thank you so much for sparing us so that we could hear you out as well.
Yes, and if anyone would like to say something, आपका experience share करना चाहते हैं, views share करना चाहते हैं, thank you, Bhavilita ji. So please do that. You are welcome. We can just take 2 or 3 minutes to hear your thoughts. आपको क्या लगा? Okay, thank you, Jonty. I think yes, ma'am.
Yes, I love this session. Actually, when I joined, I was thinking what will be talked here and regarding kitchen. So out of curiosity, actually, I have joined in the link. I was busy otherwise, and I have joined and found it interesting. And if some apps are there, but I think you people, as per the age, I think I am not. I shall not. I may not be convenient, but with practice, I don't know whether it will be interesting for me or not, because I have a practice of manually doing these things. So when it comes to the use of AI, we are using the AI and agentic AI, Edge AI for various of our activities in our startup. But while coming to kitchen, so time will see. We will let us see how whether we can enjoy that use of AI in kitchen. So interesting session. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bhavilata ji. I think we are going to put the AI brain from people like you who have done the hard work and who have cracked the system. So that's what we need. We'll come reach out to you to figure out how do you plan your things, because that's what is going into our machine learning models. And yeah, Kai is the brand name. And hopefully
Kai
we'll all see you in the initial beta launch.
Yes, and
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, and Naina ji, thank you so much for interacting. Nikhila ji, thank you so much for interacting. अगर आप लोगों को you want to connect further, so you can join the session group. Everything will be there. You can interact with them personally also. अगर आपको कुछ share करना है, कुछ और जानना है तो. And Naresh ji, for you, we will share the session recording. We have the session recorded, and we will have all the things uploaded on YouTube. Whatever activities we did. You can just go through it, and if you're also interested, you can join the session group. Yeah, thank you so much for coming in, everyone. So just join the session group. We'll post the recording there soon. And
Thank you.
with that, we thank you everyone for taking out the time to join this session today. It was hosted by Visey and featuring the founders of Kai Kitchen, who are trying to figure out how you are, working your kitchen operations right now and how they can simplify it for you. So all the best for your venture, and we hope to support each one of you, each one of the startups through our network, through our ecosystem and our initiatives. With that, signing off, Ridhima from Visey. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
इंडिया का इंजन स्टार्ट एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए ये है ग्रोथ का हार्ट सबने बड़े बजट टाइट हम करते इग्नाइट प्रोटोटाइप से फंडिंग तक we set it all right from Baro Bazaar to Bengaluru lanes Visey is the bridge between ideas and gains resources का hub एक platform एक space जहां हर founder कहे bro this is my place Marketing ho ya tech, legal ya mentorship. Every startup team kaya milta solution quick. Just one click and your hustle gets speed. Visey is the partner every founder needs. Then pay recommendations, buddy, hum on fire. India ka